Good evening. Welcome to our news Flash Info, a weekly informative news program of the Collectivité. My name is Keisha Brooks. On Monday, President Alain Hassan and Territorial Councillor in charge of sports, Gros Alain Desamore, received a delegation from the Directorate of Youth in Sports and Social Cohesion, DJSCS, headed by the head of Sports Division, Mr. Patrick Birch. This mission took place under the authority of the Prefect Anne Loby, who was represented at the meeting by the head of the Division of Social Cohesion and the Protection of People in the Prefecture, Miss Marie-Hélène Couton. Mr. Birch presented the three objectives of the DGSCS mission in the territory. 1. To inform planning guidance for public policy matters relating to state sports. 2. Proceed to regular controls on conditions for professional sports clubs and local sports companies. And 3. To support the collectivité in its actions of sports. President Hassan expressed her commitment especially to infrastructures for the youth.
This morning we received the direction of youngsters and sport of Guadeloupe. It has been a while that they weren't on the territory, more than 2 years. This is a structure, of course, that follows up all the different sports, football, basketball, and the different areas. You must know that the Collectivité of St. Martin has made a great effort because we updated the sport of the Plateau Sportif of Saint-Negrand. We also did a job for Cul-de-Sac and in French Quarter, in Spring French Quarter. We also just give out the renovation of the stadium, Telbert and French Quarter, and also the stadium of Albrecht Richard and Saint-Negrand. We fixed over the Salle Omnisport that we're supposed to inaugurate soon. And we did a great job for the Maurice Accord students that does different activities. And in French Quarter, we helped out the association Tous à l'eau, quoi. The association Allo. In fact, the association Allo that occupies with the Swimming and So, they have from Jeunesse and Sport three person employed. This is an association that also gets subvention from the collectivity. You should know that the collectivity is about to give out the subvention in the different areas, sports and culture also, and there are criterias that should be respected. I think that in St. Martin, where there is a lot of youngsters, you have to rate an association by the amount of youngsters that is participating in that association. Right now, we also have in the schools what we call the after-school activities where children can participate. I think it is offered actually about 7 different activities during the school year to all of these kids. And it represents at least over 1,000 children, I think, that are participating. We need, and I have to discuss this with the prefect that is going to come on St. Martin for a meeting, we need someone actually posted in St. Martin's to help St. Martin associations mount up their subvention, not only for the collectivity, because that we already have, but mostly to go towards friends, towards different ministries to get help. Mostly when it is the collectivity of St. Martin that is supporting nearly 100% the traveling of these youths that are qualified for them to go do competition, not only in Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyana, but also in the different areas of the Caribbean. And it is a heavy budget on the collectivity, okay, we assume, because it is our youth and we do not want our youth that get qualified. lose the opportunity of becoming a international athlete and so. There is a lot of things to be done, okay, but we did what we can already, and we will continue in the upcoming months because we are going to touch areas like Fresno and Columbia where there is not a place to play sport. You should know that everything in the French system has a way of functioning, and I think all association, be it in the field of sports, be it in the field of culture, have to know that they have to respect certain French way of functioning, and they have to mount up project, and they have to go all out and be really keen in doing so. And that way, I think that youngsters should be employed to be able to mount up these different farms. It is not easy, and you need to be sometimes have the capacity of an engineer to be able to mount up and to obtain from these ministries the funds that are there, and that St. Martin have to go out and seek. So they will be here for this week. They will be here. They will also be on St. Matt's. They will visit our sports facilities. They will see what we've done on our own without their help, because the sense, I think, in 2012, they were not on St. Martin. So they are coming to resume and to see what we done solo, and that we succeed in doing.
School registration for the 2016-2017 school year began in January. Unfortunately, a large amount of parents have not registered their child as yet. The president is urging those of you to please do not wait until the last minute.
There comes in December, January, where we start the inscription for the upcoming school year. Our upcoming school year is in 2000 in September 2016, and it is very important, and I insist, very, very important that the parents who have 3 years old and 2 years old in certain area come and inscribe their kids. And also, why it is very, very important, if by April, so the end of April, as I am going to meet with the inspector and I am going to meet with the representative of the rector on St. Martin, the collectivity will have to make decisions, because they will propose what they call the carte scolaire, which means to say they are going to close certain schools because there are not enough children. We know there are supposed to be 25, 26 kids in a class, and if there are areas where there is not 25, 26 children per class, in that area, there will be school classes closing off in all the different schools. They already submitted us a proposition that we are going to fight against, because we wouldn't like for schools to be closed up. But if the parents do not get the necessary papers put together, and urgently, and I repeat again, it is very, very urgent that the parents go and inscribe their child before the end of April, before the 15th of May, because for sure that the class will be closed and then the children may not be able to enter. It is not normal that we have so many births here on the French side, and that the parents do not interest themselves in the inscription of the kids. So if the kids are not inscribed, well, do not blame anyone but yourself, because you did not do what is necessary for your child, and will be your problem. And then there will be demonstration, because the children, the teachers will not take in 28 of the children like that, mostly in elementary school. So the teachers at the end of the day, they will go on strike, and then your child will lose 1 day, 2 days classes. That is not the requisite, because everybody have to do what they have to do, and at the time, at the limit time, which is now, I am insistent the end of April, the 15th of May. Most of the time, the parents come during vacation, say they didn't know you had to do this or you didn't know you had to do that. But I think they should get to the Baudemer inscription place and do what they have to do, and urgently.
And here is a list of documents you will need to register or transfer your child. You probably have seen at least one of the horrific fights or battles that have been taking place at the lycée and or the college throughout the island. Something has to be done to combat this problem. The Collectivité's Unit for Reporting Alarming Information, URAI department, has put in place a mediation team headed by Enoch Patrick as a first step. At the start of the week, President Hanson and Senator Arnell met with the new president of the Tribunal de Grande Instance of Bastille of Guadeloupe, Madame Mary Bart. It was a courtesy visit to introduce herself to the local executives. They discussed different subjects linked to justice, such as delinquency, taking the victims into account with a new association that was created recently, and also about the project of the new Justice Chamber of Saint Martin that will give the local court more independence on the treatment of the court cases. A press conference was held on Thursday to start the 2015 income tax collection campaign. People have until May 31st to produce their declaration to the tax office in Concordia. President Hassan was accompanied by the Director of Fiscality, David Girardot, and Mr. Horace Canton, who is in charge of the tax office collection in Concordia.
Today we are here presenting the campaign for our 2016 income paper. It is due in the month of May, but it's our incomes of 2015. Here with me is the comptable, Madame Ostali, that everyone knows, and what we used to call the perception, parce que ce mot est resté. Le comptable public et Monsieur Canton, qui with the team, his team of professionals, helps us follow the paper. Mr. Canton will say in English in a while when he will receive the public of St. Martin. What I would like to say as president of the collectivity, that we have about 17,000 households that follow this document every year, and that we have household about only 12,750 that declares. And out of all of those declarations, it is only 4,254 households that have to pay income taxes. To resume this, I would like to say that out of 10 persons on St. Martin, only 2 residents are due to pay the income taxes each year. When we put together the amount paid, it represents for the collectivity in 2014 9.4 million euros, and when we see that in 2015 we got in 11 million euros, we see that the progress, we see that this income, this tax is progressing, but it is not progressing because it is that year. It is progressing because it have a lot of people that did not pay years before, and that finally come to do what is supposed to do and what is naturally done by any person and any citizen of France. We have to pay taxes, and we must pay taxes because without taxes we cannot invest, we cannot do anything, whether it's for our youth, whether it's for our roads, whether it is for different investment. We will not be able to invest if everybody don't put together and do what they have to do. This year, as we said in the Territorial Council, that we have progressed, and we thank the St. Martiners, and we hope and we want to continue on their investment so that regularly we have the funds and we have the means for the collectivity to pay all their debtors. We, up to now and today as I talk to you, there is 21 million euros out there that is unpaid on this special tax, the income tax. 21 million euros that are out there between different St. Martiners that did not subscribe, that did not pay their tax up to today. We have a work to do, and this work we will do it in partnership with the Comptable and in partnership with those that can help us. And so for this year, what will be new? We did not increase on the tax, and the different levels have not changed neither, and we try to maintain things, but we will also know then that what happened with the collectivity of St. Martin, instead of the 30% that they pay in France and Guadeloupe and all, that does not exist in France for fact, that exists in Guadeloupe, 30% of 30% of the income declared that they reduce automatically. Here in St. Martin, it is 40% that is reduced. And we should know that for somebody that is not married, that represents like 15,250 euro. And with somebody that have a child, it is 24,800 euro. And for somebody with 2 children, it is 31,550 euros. You have the problem of the resident of St. Martin and the non-resident, but those who do not reside in St. Martin and that have incomes that they make in St. Martin, they can also go and declare it. And it will be automatically reduced by for their, let's say if they are from France or if they are from Guadeloupe. And practical, it is the 31st of May that we have to follow this form, the form that will be presented to everyone by Mr. Compton, and that we should follow properly. And I am hoping that my fellow St. Martiners will do what they have to do for the income tax, and that they will abide and they will contribute, and so we will make together a better St. Martin. That is what I would like to say.
The Collectivity of St. Martin is happy to invite you to its famous Fish Day on Sunday, May 8th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Cul-de-sac. For the 14th consecutive year, the Collectivity will offer locals and visitors to spend a day of relaxation and fun on the theme of fish. Throughout the day, visitors can enjoy fun activities and artists on the scene. The youth entertainment will begin at 11 a.m. and after the church service, the traditional tribute to fishermen will take place. There will be fun and cultural activities on land and at sea, such as fishing games, kayaking, paddling, and racing on the water will be proposed to the public. Music fans will have the pleasure of enjoying local and international artists performing live from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And as every year, a free shuttle service will be provided from the parking lot in Hope Estate to the cul-de-sac pier. And if you're wondering about safety, Fish Day will be completely secure with a security check at the entrance throughout the day. So bring your family and friends. Come and enjoy Fish Day 2016. The Collectivité and its partners expect you there on Sunday, May 8th in Cul-de-sac. Food, fun, music, and culture. Come and enjoy. Turning to the noticement board, the Collectivité of Saint-Martin will take part in the Paris Fair, taking place April 29th through May 8th. This is the first for the Collectivité, which will promote the territory with its partners, the St. Martin Tourist Office and the Chamber of Commerce. Paris Fair is a meeting place of culture and French know-how. This is the first festive shopping event in Europe with almost 600,000 visitors over 10 days. This year, the Pavilion 3 will be dedicated to the tropics. The Collectivité will have its own booth and will showcase the strengths of the island. Local businesses wishing to attend the event can contact the Chamber of Commerce at 590-8784-42. Last but not least, the Environment Department of the Collectivité informs the general public that from April 1st through July 31st, a full-scale operation to remove the carcasses of abandoned cars was put in place. The cars are being towed at no charge to the owners. After the deadline date, carcasses will be towed at the owner's expense. The disposal of these carcasses provides a healthy environment and helps to fight against the development of dengue, chikungunya, and the Zika virus. If you need to dispose of one or more vehicles or to get further information about this program, please contact the Environment Department at 590-522730. Well, we have reached the end of this edition of Flash Info Hour News. On the behalf of the Collectivité and myself, Keisha Brooks, thank you for joining us. Hope to see you next time. Have a good evening.